Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you watch this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. This story of the nation blackout has taken a different twist, with Professor Mutahi Ngunyi, Azimio's lawyer Kipkorir, weighing in on this issue. First, I want to remind you that the KMD was fired because generator could not pick up soon as power outage was experienced. So most people have been deriving narratives, about that, whatever happened. Some people saying that this could have been pre-planned. Some saying that, no, this was not pre-planned. But some people asking questions as how comes that there was a power outage and at the same time the KA generator failed to work. I mean, these questions have been, surfacing lately since yesterday. So it's for that reason that Mutahi Ngunyi weighed in on this issue. And let me remind you, lately, Mutahi Ngunyi crossed over from Kenya Kwanza to Azimio, that you already know about. So we don't expect tweets from Mutahi Ngunyi to be favoring Kenyans. We only expect the tweets to be favoring the Kenya Kwanza. And this particular tweet is one that favors Kenya Kwanza. And this is what Mutahi Ngunyi had to say. Well done, Kipchumba Murkomen. You fired the KMD with grace. In my days, we would have put him in the boot of a Subaru at night. Then send KRA on him and his grandmother. Keep up this humane but firm tradition. For now, give Davis Chirchir time to fix the blackout. He is competent. That is what Mutahi Ngunyi said. Okay, there is one particular blogger by the name Edgar Wabwire. And you know Edgar Wabwire has been one of those renowned bloggers in Kenya. And he said, he posted a picture here of Murkomen and Ndini Nyoro and William Ruto. And he said that this picture was taken yesterday, right before the countrywide blackout happened. One is the largest shareholder at Kenya Power. The other one is the CS who came to apologize immediately the blackout happened. Let me not speak about the third one. The KPLC blackout and generator failure at JKI was calculated. They smuggled whatever was to be smuggled. Semeni Hasla Taware. So that's what Edgar Obare said. And yes, he made that statement. So Donald B. Kipkorir said something regarding what happened regarding the power blackout. And he said, and I want us to go deep into what Donald Kipkorir said. He said, when you want to avoid procurement and employment law, you create an emergency, a crisis, pandemic, famine, hunger, epidemic, and even civil strife. Money isn't made in ordinary day-to-day transactions, but in dealings engineered by emergencies and crises. I don't know that you understand something about here. Donald Kipkorir is bringing a different narrative, saying that there could have been a deliberate plan. This thing could have been planned, well executed, and the intention was probably to fire someone and hire someone, and probably to smuggle something. This is what Donald Kipkorir seems to be believing. So let's get deeper into this tweet from Donald Kipkorir, because it carries with itself a lot of questions. Because first, Donald Kipkorir says when you want to avoid procurement, because now the case here is that the generator failed in KAA. No, let's just say the generator failed, was not in good condition. So who is supposed to be reprimanded first? Is it the MD or the technical engineer there? Who is supposed to do that? Of course, we cannot say that the MD will be checking the generator on a day-to-day basis to ascertain whether it's working, but the technical team is the person who's supposed to be servicing, probably monitoring the generator to see that it's up, sometimes doing tests, test run and the like. So how is the MD fired simply because of a generator failing? Of course, the repercussion or the consequence that it had on or the toll it had on the mess that occurred at the JKIA ni kubwa sana. If it cannot work and there are people to fly, that means someone must have slept on the job. But who is this person to be fired? Okay. There is a second part here. In fact, this first part about procurement, that means there will have to be procurement which has to be done hastily. It will have to be done. Let's just believe that probably that generator is not functioning. So what needs to be done? A new generator is supposed to be brought. That means someone at a benefit from that deal. Donald Kipkorir also talks about employment law. Kwa sababu sasa huyu MD amefutwa kazi. Labda alikuwa afutwe lakini hakuwa na ile sababu ya kumfuta. So sababu impatikane ya kumfuta, amefutwa kazi. So you hire someone haraka to replace the MD. You know? So employment law hapa unapata kwamba imeangaliwa, imekeukwa kidogo, manake you have to fire this person because of the mess. Maybe that mess is not si yake, maybe someone else is responsible. Let's just say someone else did it. But it's the person who's supposed to carry mzigo wote. So because niende na beba ule mzigo wote, inabidi yeye anafutwa. Whereas someone else could have done it. Maybe cartels within KAA could have done it. The cartels could have done it because they don't want the MD to continue working there. Maybe kuna vitu anawazuia. That's why I agree with Kipkorir, who talks about sometimes to avoid these issues, you create emergency, a crisis, pandemic, famine, hunger, epidemic, and even civil strife. So all these can be reasons why you can avoid procurement and employment law. So that if at all hii case imepelekwa kotini, itasemekana there was a crisis, so we had to make that change haraka for things to go on, or for things to work, or to be operationalized. You know? So all these narratives, according to Donald Kipkorir, ni kwamba inaweza fanya employment law or procurement law ikeukwe. So, dear viewer, what do you make of this statement from Donald Kipkorir? He talks about evading the law simply because there's a crisis. And he talks about someone creating that crisis. So what do you make of that statement? Do you agree with Donald Kipkorir? Personally, I think I agree with him to some level, let's say 80%. Because this can also work. Some cartels can be responsible for this kind of mess. Alafu mwingine na abebe mzigo. Some cartels, certain cartels. So maybe the MD is not responsible here, but simply because he may fall kwake, so now he has to carry the whole burden by himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to talk much about this issue. The issue is it's a national crisis, but I understand there are regions which did not have power as at yesterday. So this issue, we will not talk about it extensively. It's an issue that the government is handling. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just wind up there. But you feel free to give me your comment below the comment section regarding this matter. And to those people who have not subscribed, please just consider subscribing to this channel. Give this video a like. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. It is so important. To those who have supported this channel, I'm forever grateful for that support that you've given YOLENO TV. And once again, I'd like to urge you to stay safe and stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.